All right, it is time for the Changed Watch Party. Everybody welcome your host and creator of Changed, Shawn Wade.
Hello, everyone here. I am Shawn Wade. I am the creator of Changed. And yes, that is great. You can just hit that mute button there on the left, on the top left corner of that laptop there. I am joined here by the cast of Changed. Everyone wave. So yeah, this is a, this is weird. So, for those watching online, maybe, a friend told you, hey, watch this, or maybe one of my family members told you to watch. In any case, Changed is a mini-series that I made. It was originally formed as just a short film for a film festival called the Fake Birthday Film Festival, and we actually have Austin and April Ebersol, who are the creators of that film festival there. So thank you. We'll talk to them a little bit later, but without them and that film festival, Change would not have been a thing. So how did Change start, other than the film festival? After it ended, and I won Best Special Effects Award. I don't know if you can see it, but can you? Yeah, the award's right there. So after I won that, a couple months after that, I was like, you know what? I just kind of want to continue, make another project or just do something. And so I was like, hey, I have a cast who did the short film. Maybe they'll come back and I can continue. And I had an ensemble cast of like 9 people, I think. And so they all agreed to come back, which was awesome. And then, as you write more episodes, you need more people. And this is who we have, who all agreed to do it. You can give yourself an applause. That's good. This is actually about 2/3 of the cast, so there's still about 9, 10 people, I think, who aren't here, who aren't able to be here. They had other stuff to do.
They were villains.
They were. All the bad guys were not invited.
That's right. Some of them just showed up.
But I am just
Just showed up.
super. I know there's some people. I'm like, how did you get in? There. But yeah, everyone, they were all ready to hop in and help out, and it was very, very much appreciated. And people were making a big deal out of Change. People at church, and then like as each episode aired, it was like, oh wow, you watch Change, and they watch Change, and they became such a big deal. I'm like, okay, maybe I should make this a pretty big deal too, because it was going to be 6 episodes, and okay, so how can I feed that bigness that they're like wanting? Like, well, what if you had like the finale, something special with the finale? And talked to JJ about it. We had some ideas, and then we ended up on a live stream. Which segue, this live stream is brought to you by doublejpro.com. There's JJ in the back there. So very much appreciate it. And just. This is the part of the segment that I was gonna, okay, so I'm just gonna brag on this cast right here, on each and every one of them. They were awesome. The way that they contributed, the way that they showed up, the way that they delivered. Without them, Change would not have been as such a success as it was. And I know over the course of the summer, I wanted to shoot the series between June and end in September. And I mean, as you can see, a lot of people, a lot of different schedules, a lot of just family stuff, and they made it a priority, which, I mean, we didn't get paid for this, so it was all like out of the goodness of their hearts. And but I remember in like the first big group scene that we had, one of you guys had a babysitter that couldn't do it, who couldn't watch their kids, and instead of just, oh, well, sorry, we have to stay home, I mean, they kind of like, okay, who else can watch our kids? Who else can watch our kids? And just that, meant a lot to me. And I know we even stayed there later than we wanted to, but that's the type of people that are here. And I just want to say thank you publicly to all of you. And yeah, I could go on, but we don't want to be here till 9 o'clock tonight. So, I love you guys. So if you have any questions, if you're watching online, the cast is here. We'll answer some questions after the first episode. After the first episode, we are going to be talking with Bambi Jackson, Cassandra Duggar, CJ Willis, and Nathan Irwin. So if you have any questions for them, feel free. Or any questions for me, I'll maybe answer them. But without further ado, we want to go ahead and watch episode 1.
In the year 2023, less than 1% of the world's population spontaneously developed abilities, mutations, oddities. The fact of the matter is that less than 1% of the less than 1% developed any ability worth mentioning. The majority of us are circus acts, wannabes, laughingstocks. Some people call us superheroes, but most people weren't super before, and they surely aren't heroic now. Some people call us mutants. Others simply call us changed.
Are you brooding again, or you job searching?
Mind your business.
You're renting a room in my house, and part of the agreement is the use of my stuff, so I figured the well-being of my cup is my business.
Well, they do say not to rent to friends and family, especially if they've been changed and they can do things now.
Yeah, they sure do. By the way, I heard that there was a job fair happening this weekend for people with abilities.
Why would I care?
Because you have an ability.
It's not an ability. It's an embarrassment. My hand turns into a bat. It's idiotic.
Why don't you just talk to Penelope?
She is snobbishly weird.
Look, weird or not, I heard that her vision and her guidance has really helped people define their abilities.
What is there to define, dude? My hand turns into a bat.
Okay, how about this? Because I'm your friend, and because I love you, I will take $200 off of next month's rent. If you would just walk 2 houses down, talk to her, and do what she says.
Deal. I want you to know, I'm only here because I am financially benefiting from this.
What is your power?
I can turn my hand into a bat.
Interesting.
No, it's really not. One hand. Not a wood bat, not a metal bat. It's like a bat that you buy at the dollar store.
What was that? What did you just do? Who were you looking at?
No one? What are you talking about?
You did.
No one's beside you, lady.
Have you ever heard of the fourth wall?
Sure.
There are multiple dimensions. Not many of us can see through them, but you seem to have a sense, a knowing.
Nope, just a bat hand.
I think you're being held back by your antagony. I think my sister Leola can help you.
Fine. What's her address?
Come in.
Hey, your sister told me to come see you.
Great. Have a seat. What's your gift?
I wouldn't call it a gift.
Whether you accept it or not, it's still your gift. It's yours. Make it your own. See this spool of ribbon?
Yeah?
I can multiply it.
Oh, so you can multiply things. See, that's actually pretty cool. Have you ever multiplied $100 bills?
No, I can't multiply things. I can multiply ribbon.
And you call that a gift?
You want to see?
Sure.
You know, Penelope called me and told me what she saw in you. My gift doesn't stop with multiplying ribbons. And I don't think yours stops with making your hand into a bat. What you don't realize is if you don't look at things superficially, then you'll find that every gift has a higher purpose, and we can really help people.
What are you talking about?
Let me show you.
What'd you just do?
Bitterness and skepticism have a way of blinding people from being able to access and hone their special gifts. I can infuse ribbon with feelings of happiness or hope.
Well, I don't feel any more happy, or more hopeful, or less skeptic.
Go home, relax a bit. You'll see.
Relax. How do I relax?
Have you ever heard the fourth wall? There are multiple dimensions. You seem to have a sense, a knowing.
If someone is behind this fourth wall, it'd be nice if I had a ball. Whoa! That's what I'm talking about! Hey, I just had a breakthrough. Do you remember the name of that company that was looking to hire people with abilities? Awesome. Thanks.
So, tell me about yourself. What do you do?
Well, my special ability, it's a little weird, maybe a little unconventional, but I think you'll like it.
Okay, yes, good. Let's see.
This is an average, everyday incense holder.
Yes, it is. I see that.
I can turn it into an unlocked iPhone.
Specifically, an unlocked...
Yes, sir. Unlocked iPhone.
And only an unlocked...
Yes.
Okay. Right. Oh, yes. There...
Would you like it?
Sure. Yes, we can run some tests on that.
Enjoy.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm psyched to be here. You're really going to like what I have for you.
All right.
Okay, we're talking bioatomic transformation, transmutation top to bottom, okay?
Yes. Okay.
Like-
Okay.
This is great, right? But I got something even more useful for you.
All right.
Foundational stuff.
Top. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I can turn into a flashlight.
And turn into...
Isn't it great?
Oh, you can still... How does that even work?
I have no idea.
Okay. Turn into a flashlight. Okay. All right. So, tell me what you can do.
Well, I can turn my hand into a baseball bat, and I also just learned that I can contact people from beyond the fourth wall or something and have a ball in my hand.
Would you mind showing an example? Oh, okay. Yes, your arm has extended. Okay. Now I have in my notes that you said you could summon a ball as well.
Oh, yeah. You can also have a ball. Hey!
Oh, okay.
All right.
It was just a little delay.
Yeah.
All right.
Little delay, and this is the first time it's glowing like that. So that's kind of cool, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Well, just me thinking, we definitely have some spots for you. We can place you right off the bat. Yes.
So your unlocked iPhones, what do you do with them?
Sell them on eBay. Make money.
You are the second person I talked to who said that they make a profit from their ability. I wish I had something like that.
I guess you could say I do too. I have a partnership with a security guard, a night guard. I just get half of his $15 an hour though. So, but your thing, like that's cool, right?
Well,
Sparks, lightning, and
well,
special effect, dynamic.
I get a tennis ball to hit with my baseball bat.
I mean, it's got surprises. It's got violence.
It's cool.
Violence sells. It's cool. Violence sells. So I was thinking, okay, Batman.
I'm pretty sure that's taken.
Well, yeah, but that's like Bat hand, or just two words, just Batman.
Yeah, I don't know.
The man of the bat, Night Bat.
Because you have an ability.
I think you're being held back by your antagony.
Whether you accept it or not, it's still your gift. It's yours. Make it your own. It is what you make of it.
Leave me alone. Give me back my bag. That's mine.
Every gift has a higher purpose, and we can really help people.
Thank you for saving me. Who are you?
I'm Batman. Yeah, so that was episode 1. Wow. You know, so yeah, that's what started it all. Fun fact about that: the film festival version was actually 3 minutes longer. So I butted up right to that time limit so much. But yeah, I cut a good 3 minutes to make it the first episode. So yeah, it's fun. All right, so there were a couple questions that came in. They weren't for anyone specific, but I think I would probably be the only one to answer them. So, one, who is doing the amazing camera work? And that came through. So, a lot of it was, there was a combination. Yeah, CJ did assist. But what was noticed specifically was the shot, you know, me coming out of the car and following. And that was done by JJ, everyone. So, yes. All right. And then, what generation of iPhone?
Specificity, yes.
Just an iPhone that's unlocked. That's just it. I didn't put much thought. I had a week to make that episode.
But you use a specific iPhone every time, right?
Right.
It had to be the same iPhone, so you should tell them what the iPhone you used was.
Moving on.
Wow.
All right, who's ready for some Q&A? All right, first we have Bambi Jackson. Come on up, stand up, put your left there. All right, so, are you ready? What? Oh, yes, it's her name, look at it. What was your favorite thing about being part of the series?
I mean, it was just fun. I mean, it's kind of neat to get away from reality and like just like have fun, you know? I mean, as an adult, you don't get to do that a whole lot, and so it's neat because obviously everything's fictional, and so it's just neat to like just kind of be a different person, a whole different character, and you can see the overlap between you and your character, but it's still two separate people, and it's really fun. So.
Good answer. Good answer.
See if that's on the board.
And that was one of the things that I definitely want to make sure that we had fun doing it, and I think we accomplished that, as you'll see with the bloopers later on. All right, second question: do you still have the ribbons from that episode?
Maybe, I don't know. I know they came to my house, they left and went to your house, and then they might have come back to my house. I really don't know for certain, but I think I'm gonna start keeping some on me because people's been asking for them lately.
Tell me about that.
Well, it was kind of neat. So we were down in Sarasota, and a little boy, Vincent, shout out to Vincent if you're watching, and he came up to me and asked, and he's like, hey, can I get one of those ribbons that you have? And I was like, at first it kind of like, I guess I just wasn't thinking changed. I'm like, ribbons, oh, okay, hold on. I'm just a second, ding. And of course I didn't have a ribbon, but I need to start carrying them, I feel like.
Cool, sounds good. Thank you. See, we're all becoming famous. We are becoming famous. Next up, we have Cassandra Duggar.
She's like, don't say my name.
How are you?
Good.
All right. First question. Why did you agree to join the cast of Changed? Was it because I was just way too persistent, or why did you say yes?
Because you asked, and I have a heart, and a little bit of peer pressure. No, it seemed like it would be a lot of fun, and I mean, why say no? I was curious as to where it would go, and was excited to know where it would go. So thought it'd be fun to be a part of it.
Yeah. Without giving spoilers, what do you think of how, where the series has gone? Like going from just the film festival to an entire series.
What do you mean?
Were you expecting that at all?
No. But I thought it was a lot of fun. I was really excited. I thought it was very, imaginative, and I thought it was cool that you took it further, and it's cool that we could all be a part of it. Yeah. So, very exciting.
And what was it with you and the rake? Okay, so that part was not even in, we shot the scene, and then that was an afterthought, and I'm like, I'm gonna put that in. So I don't even remember how it came about, but do you?
It was me. One of the fun things of the character is that she's really just a whole lot of me. I was like, I just do silly things. So I just thought it would be hilarious and part of the character to be throwing it opposite. And so I said it kind of joking, and he's like, we're doing that. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I saw it in there. At least it was a lot of fun. I thought it was fitting.
Cool, I think so too.
Can we throw in a question that wasn't asked?
What was that?
Can we throw in a question now that wasn't asked over the...
Do you have one?
Yeah.
What's your question?
What was with you whenever you were walking up to Nathan Irwin's house? Not yet.
Oh, quiet.
Not yet.
In a later...
And no spoilers. Thank you, Cassandra. CJ, get on up here, CJ. People love CJ. All right, CJ. Does acting come naturally to you?
Interesting question. I haven't been a part of an professional acting thing. It's just I like movies and stuff. And I'm always just excited to do projects and stuff like that. And I play a lot of D&D. So then, and growing up, me and my siblings sometimes when we watch TV shows, we watch a cartoon, turn off the volume, and then we just do the voices and improv and stuff like that. So why are you hiding? So then, it's a lot of fun. One cool thing with this project in particular is the first time it was like a part of the film festival, so then that was just fun. But then when we were continuing it, I was like, okay, I gotta start getting better. So I started like working on the character more. I started to do more techniques, and then throughout the episodes, then I don't know if anyone knows, but I noticed I was like, okay, that was good. Okay, work on that. Okay, there's that. So acting is just fun.
Good job. Yeah. Give it up for CJ. So you actually kind of already hit on what my second question was. So, do you have anything else you want to say to your adoring fans?
Thank you all for believing in me and joining me throughout the years and following me at church. And, but yeah, this is so cool. Kind of jump on. Question that you asked someone else about this turning into a bigger thing. I thought that was like really awesome that you kind of like expounded on the lore of Changed, and then as things are gonna get deeper and deeper, I was like, at a certain point, one of the episodes, I was like, oh wait, this is a little deep actually. This ain't just a little silly thing. I was like, okay. So yeah, it's a really fun project, man. Cool.
Yay, CJ! Thank you. Come on up here, Nathan Irwin.
Howdy.
How you doing?
Howdy. I'm doing pretty good.
So, is it true that you waited till you have not seen any of the episodes that have aired thus far?
The only thing that I have seen regarding Changed, I saw the first episode when it came out back in February for the Fake Birthday Film Festival, and I've seen one scene from, I want to say maybe episode 3 or 4 that you showed me personally at church. Other than that, I know nothing besides what I've acted. I have not seen anything.
Now, why did you do that?
Do what?
Because real actors don't much with it.
Well, I think the biggest reason was there were two main reasons. One was just like, oh, the more episodes are coming out, and I was like, I'm kind of busy. I just kind of let it fall behind and just didn't get to it. But then I thought, all these episodes are going to be coming out at the same time, and you had told us the idea of the watch party early on. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay in the dark on this. I want to be surprised, and I'm going to wait till it's the very end so I can watch it all at once, but I can also watch it in the great company of everybody else. Not that I'm just watching it by myself in my room on my phone or something, but like I get to have the actual audience experience, and we get to have, our film family, you might say.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Film family.
So yeah.
Now, was there anything difficult about playing your character?
I didn't get a superpower, so I just had to sit there. I did.
You might.
As far as I'm aware, I didn't get anything.
It's only episode 1.
Yeah.
We had something we didn't tell you, by the way.
Wait, what? Oh. What was the hardest thing about acting my character?
Was there anything difficult?
Was there anything difficult? Nothing difficult stood out to me. Probably the trickiest thing was just having to, travel from Springfield up here to your place. Just the commute. That was probably the most difficult thing, but it was still a lot of fun being able to be a part of this. So, it was worth it.
Cool.
It was worth it.
Thank you, Nathan.
Yeah.
Yay! All right, so that's our Q&A segment for now. Yes, thank you. I'm like, not for the day. But if you have questions watching online, send them in. Someone may answer it. All right, without further ado, we will go forward and play episode 2.
There's been no explanation why some of us have been changed. Nothing in our blood, our food, our environment. And while a lot of abilities started out as laughable, more people have developed their abilities beyond their comical origins. And some have used these abilities for their own selfish gain. They need to be stopped.
amazing to hear your story of being the first changed baby on record and to see how much you've developed in so little time. With your experience and insight, what would you say to someone who has not been a go-getter lately and has withdrawn to passivity?
Oh, it's been such a blast to be here. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Look at me. I'm famous. Oh, back to your question. I've found that you just can't let time fly by, right? Life is too good, so go do it. Get outside. Look at the sky. You hear how I'm making a sound when I hit my toys together? If I didn't make a choice and move my hands, they wouldn't be making any sound. So just the same, you gotta go out and make things happen in your life and get what you want.
Excellent advice. Thank you, baby. I am so honored that you allowed me to be your very first interview. Everyone, I am so encouraged, aren't you?
Hey dude, you in there?
Hey, this is Brock. Sorry I didn't answer my phone, but if you need me, leave me a message, and I'll get back to you.
Hello.
Hi, Penelope.
Is Brock here? I came to see if I could get a tennis ball from him.
No, he's not here.
I'm sensing some aggravation.
Listen, I know after he talked with you and your sister, he developed this newfound appreciation for his ability, and I'm happy for him. I am. But this newfound appreciation has come at the cost of my rental income.
Has he not been paying the past few months?
He's just always late. I don't even think he's been here in the past few days. What?
Something is amiss with Brock.
Yeah, he goes to a job fair, gets a job, then he's late on rent. Oh yeah, I'd definitely say something is amiss.
No, something odd. Will you excuse me? I need to go see my sister.
Yeah.
Some development, okay? So, for one thing, I can actually move really fast when I'm a flashlight. Just like...
Interesting.
And, okay, not just the one flashlight, okay? Like we've got little pocket flashlights, UV flashlights, like the whole Walmart section. You know?
Yes.
I'm thinking, why not branch out? Why are we in the handheld market only? Maybe there's a theater that's looking for like a spotlight or something.
Well, hold on. You can become a spotlight now?
No. Working on it?
Okay. Oh, hey, I don't know what she is. Okay, I
Clearly. Where's the man with a bat for a hand?
Bat for a hand? That sounds a little...
Kind of sounds like Brock.
You know him?
Well, I don't know him. We had a brief conversation.
Where is he?
I don't know. I didn't get an address or anything. Just talked for a little bit.
Well, tell me about this brief conversation.
Okay. I mean, well, he was looking for a job, you know, trying to find something that his skill set was appropriate for, which is kind of weird because of the bat. And he wasn't super happy about how it was working out because he got a tennis ball, but a baseball bat. I mean, like, pick a sport, right? Whoever's deciding these things. Didn't like my superhero name suggestions either.
Brief conversation?
Well, I mean, yeah, we didn't. That was about it. I mean, he also mentioned how he went to this one lady who referred him to her sister, and she had a ribbon thing, and she gave him a ribbon, really helped him with the issues.
Wait. Who's this lady and her sister?
He didn't say. You know, he definitely didn't say. Theo, do you know? Do you know who that is?
To me, okay. There's one person. He talked about a lady who gave him a silver ribbon. Her name was Lola. I don't know. It was a ribbon.
Hey, Michael. Theo doesn't really like to be touched like that. It's kind of a personal space thing, you know, like got the bubble. Doesn't like.
How do you know my name?
Good listener. I'm around here all the time. Oh God, that seems so uncalled for.
Are you listening now?
I never stop.
Tell me where the guy works.
So what's up, sis?
Do you remember that guy that lives in my community that I referred to you a few months ago that could turn his hand into a bat?
Yeah, I remember him.
Well, his name is Brock, and I know, you don't like to know names, but I was just talking to his friend Rex, and I guess Brock hasn't been paying his rent on time, and he hasn't been around the last few days. And there's something else that I'm picking up that I just can't seem to get enough clarity on. I could really use a ribbon.
Your gift has gotten a lot stronger, sis.
Well, so is yours. Your ribbons have really been a help lately. I mean, they've always been a help, but they've really helped me to get over some hurdles in my own gift. Thank you.
Wait, is that a crack? I thought that was impossible. Ugh. I'm
Hey.
so sorry. Just give me a few minutes to get cleaned up, and then I'll be right with you.
I don't need much of your time. I just need to know where my friend is. His name's Brock.
He isn't here. You can look elsewhere.
Okay. Look, he came to your job fair a couple of months ago, and for the past few days he's been missing.
Sounds like a job for the police.
Listen, I just want to know, what company did you put him with? Who's he working for? Just a name, something.
What is it about today? Did I walk out of my house with a sign on my forehead that said, "Ask me where people are"? You know, I'm done giving information to people who probably shouldn't have it. And you know, one more thing. Let me offer you some free advice. If your friend doesn't even tell you where he works, you should probably re-examine your friendship.
Please?
Please? We're adult. You know that's not actually a magic word, right?
He turns his hand into a bat, okay? I mean, there's probably not a lot of places you can put him.
I know who he is. The guy who did all this to me was also looking for your friend.
What? Did you put him with a job with the mafia or something?
No, funny story about your friend Brock. Every job I interviewed him for, he turned down. So, whoever he met along the way, whatever job he's taking now, didn't come from me.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hey,
What's on your mind, Rex?
apparently Brock didn't take any of the jobs that was given to him by the hiring manager. I just got out of his office and somebody's looking for him. They just beat up the hiring manager. I'm probably just gonna call the police at this point.
Let's hold off on that.
What? Why?
Things are starting to get clearer.
Okay, what does that mean?
Well, I'm going to call a few friends and see who's available, because this is something that needs to be shared in person. Can you come over tonight?
Okay, yeah.
I'll text you a time.
Okay.
Arnold?
Yeah, if you want to leave your keys over there in the drop box with your name and number on a tag, that's where you can put it, over there by the office.
No, I heard that you could point me in the direction of someone who can help me develop my powers.
So, you know about that, huh?
Yeah?
Well, I'd love to help you out, man, but she doesn't really like referrals. You know, she likes for people to be vetted.
Vet me. No?
Address! Her address! Ugh.
Look at those really white teeth. That's all you can see.
Yes, that's what you get.
Episode 2. It's funny. Nathan's over here like he's just eating it all up. It's great. All right. So we did have a couple questions. One question: did everyone in the cast know each other beforehand? No, not everyone did. Who? Actually, I see a bunch of people shaking their heads no. So yeah, not many people. Well, a lot of people knew people, but there's some people who didn't. Like, who didn't know somebody? Who? Jay Lee, you didn't know who?
Oh, is she even in it?
Kind of.
What? Jay Lee didn't know Nancy, or Chad.
Nancy doesn't count.
Nancy doesn't count. Shh. JD didn't know Chad. Baby didn't know Chad or Nancy. So yeah, no, not everyone knew each other, but they got to know each other. And now they all love each other. Did you know each other? Yeah. Baby, the baby is currently someone's favorite episode, or favorite character in episode 2. I think that was Steven Netherland. So,
Is she going to be back in a different episode?
Miss Eloise isn't here with us, but she has a fan. She's just not here. She's a baby. she couldn't drive herself here.
She didn't want to do the Q&A, so she just didn't show up.
All right, so more Q&A. Speaking of, CJ, thank you. Let's invite Austin and April up here. Yes. So this is Austin and April Ebersol. You just saw Austin in episode 2, and you heard the voice of April. So she was the voice of the baby. Do you have any, words about, how did you found that role? How did you, what did you tap into?
Well, it takes a lot. One of the artists, like Picasso, he said, you start, learning art, and then you have to spend your life, unlearning it to, really tap into, what, why are you laughing at me? No,
It took me a lifetime.
It took me a lifetime to learn. Yeah,
child.
that's right. No, I just was having a fun time. Having a good old time. We were sitting in the park.
Yeah.
I have a question for you about the baby. Did you film the baby and then change what you said based on her reaction, or did you already have that working?
Can you answer that?
Yes, I can. I watched a short clip of what said baby was doing, and I said, okay, cool. And then Sean handed me a piece of paper, and then I read what was on the piece of paper, And then via the magic of video editing, I think they sliced it and timed it and put it around. But I do know Sean mentioned to me that he edited the script based on what the baby was doing. So.
Yeah, because I did have the baby was saying more things, but then when I saw how the baby was, the gestures and stuff, I had to like alter it to, kind of fit what she was doing. And then then April did the voice acting. Very good job. Woo-hoo. Good answer. Good answer. So how was it with that fight scene? Did you have fun with the fight scene? Was it what? Would you like?
Fun. Yes, we did it for fun. Yeah, it was so hot that day, and that jumpsuit I was wearing was insulated.
Yeah, it's a
and
winter one.
Very hot, but I had a good fun time. Good fun, Yes, and
He was very excited about it when he came home. He was like, and then we did this, and then we did this, and we were fighting, and it was outside. Yeah, he had a great time.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Nice. And you think that was a hot day? We'll get to that later, guys. Yeah, we had a hot day. That was not a hot day in comparison. So as I said earlier, they created the Fake Birthday Film Festival, if that's a good word, created. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the Fake Birthday Film Festival?
Yes, it started because of my fake birthday. I made a fake birthday on Facebook because apparently once you put your information online, you can't delete it off of Facebook.
But you can change it.
But you can change it. So I picked a random day and forgot about it, and then people came up to me saying, hey, happy birthday. And I had like 5 people come up to me before I realized that, oh, today's that day I picked. And we decided from then on that we should celebrate my fake birthday instead of my real birthday. And then we started doing the Film Fest the following year. April has been instrumental in doing all of that work that goes on with that. And yes. And we've been at it for 3 years now. And coming up soon in February this next year is going to be year number 4. So.
And it's been very exciting. It started in Andrew's basement, and I was like messaging our friends like, hey, would you mind dedicating a week of your life to making a film for this thing? And then surprisingly, most people said yes. And I was like, wow, they actually want to do it. And then it like has doubled each year. So we went from like crashing Andrew's basement
like
to like
15, then 30.
Then
50
60,
something.
yeah. So we have like a venue now, and it's like a whole thing, and it's like real. It's very exciting. It's real. And now like with you stemming from it, it just feels like it's like getting bigger, involving its own thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, let's see.
Hey, that's the girl from the billboard, isn't it?
That's the girl from the...
I've seen her somewhere before.
All right, let's welcome JJ, Joshua Jackson. So, wow. So JJ has done a lot behind the scenes for Changed. Why don't you share things that you've done for this series? No spoilers.
Well, the first thing that I wanted to share about doing was creating the shared universe, which hasn't happened.
Coming soon.
But
Not what you did, not what you wanted.
I advertised the shared universe. So I did a lot of the audio editing and for the actual episodes for the trailers. He did the audio editing for the blooper reel and the maybe other things that could be coming, but we won't talk about because they haven't happened yet. But yeah, so if you were at the Fake Film Festival version of it, you might have remembered that it sounded terrible. That was him.
Which is why I asked him to do it, to do the audio editing.
I at least have some small background in audio editing, so it worked out pretty nicely. And then aside from that, just being Jerry, you'll notice I'm not Jerry right now because I'm not wearing Jerry's pants. If you pay attention, you'll notice that I wear the same pants every episode.
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
Yes.
Yes.
But we're all costume consistent the whole time.
always, every last one of us. What was your favorite part about playing Jerry? Again, no spoilers.
Well,
because he wasn't in episode 2, but he does return in future episodes.
First of all, this point, I am not Jerry. I'm iPhone guy. Okay? I didn't have a name.
That's very true. Thank you.
Until later episodes. But probably the thing that I enjoyed most about playing Jerry is being able to meld him into the character of my desires, which oftentimes he told me to stop. I think more than once he said, I want you to be less like, what was it?
We were just overacting.
Was it? Yeah, I want you to act less.
It was too much.
I think you said less Bruce Campbell. Was what you said. So yeah, I do like to go over and above. But no, yeah, I had a lot of things that I wanted to do that he wouldn't let me, and that was probably what I enjoyed most about it was the trying to get things to happen that didn't actually end up happening.
So that leads into a question that someone actually asked, which I wasn't going to ask it because I didn't want this to be about me. But how was Sean as a director? And I'm wondering if I should even ask that to him.
Okay. I think this really should be a group answer, but no, I will say that there were plenty of times where he was visibly irritated and tonally irritated, but with concession. If I was in his position, I would have been probably the same way, if not worse, because, you get a whole bunch of people like us, and especially a whole bunch of thespians, and it can be a recipe for wasting time and having a lot more fun than we're supposed to be having when we're on the clock and trying to get something done before the sun goes down or before someone has to leave. And so there was a lot of time where we were just sitting around having fun instead of doing our jobs. And he was sometimes less gracious than he could have been, but a lot of times he was gracious as he should have been and maybe a little bit more.
Thank you, JJ. Love you too. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Awesome. All righty. So next up, we will have Andrew Baggenstoss. Yay. Woo. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Sean.
Sorry, I have to do that.
Hi, Sean.
So a question from the internet had asked, were the actors able to improvise? Were you able to improvise?
Well, I know I was supposed to wait for my Q&A, but I added something that was like, were we able to improvise or were we allowed to improvise? I think that's an important distinction. Because I don't think we were. I think that we just did anyway until you gave up, is what happened. But it ended up working out, and there are quite a few things in there that were improvised lines, or at least the delivery of them was come up with on the spot or altered based on us just goofing off. So.
But it worked.
For sure.
And I think you were the king of improvisation.
By the king of improvisation, you mean the one who wasted the most time and caused those faces that JJ's talking about, that maybe.
Not my words. What was it like having your head slammed into a table?
It was a lot like that didn't happen. Movies aren't real. They actually, I was acting, so I appreciate the
concern.
But it does seem like I spent a lot of my screen time being physically abused by Ken, which
Spoiler alert.
I was used to it, I guess. So I used to work with Ken, so.
So it draws from reality.
Yeah. It was clearly we could just slip into a comfort zone at that point.
Last question: does it hurt when you turn into a flashlight?
I would describe it more
very painful.
as a tingle. Like there might be a little bit of a sting, especially turning back. But
Is that the battery touching your body as you turn into
The electricity stopping you.
Is that the tingle?
Like when you put it on your tongue, it
It's like voltage, you know, electricity.
I might open up a separate Q&A for all of these technical questions.
Good idea.
But basically, you just turn into the flashlight. It feels right in the moment, and if it's when you take a step back and think about it, you're like, it's a little strange, but it works.
It works. Thanks, Andrew. All right. So who's ready for episode 3?
Seen it already. Can we skip to
You have to wait. All right. Roll episode 3.
Roll.
When the changed became a thing, a lot of people were afraid of the unknown, nervous about the abnormal. That's why so many have turned their backs. But in these past few months, some of us have been proactive, being a sort of bridge between the changed and the unchanged, so that it doesn't matter whether someone was one of the changed or not.
Thank you for joining us today. Taking time out of your schedules to be part of this new organization. We know that many people fear your abilities, even if your abilities aren't dangerous. But here we are making strides in getting you back into the workforce. Now, hopefully in the coming weeks, as we are a startup organization, we can meet in a more air-conditioned environment. But we start where we are. This is my colleague, Diana. She will be conducting interviews with each and every one of you to document your abilities, to note any preferences, your experience. That way we can see how best we can be of service to you and how you can be assets to the growing number of companies that we are partnered with. Now, on the note of that, I have a conference call with one right now. So my colleague Diana will be taking over. So please excuse me. Thank you once more.
Thanks. As Theo said, my name is Diana. I'd like to welcome you all here, and let's start off with some names, shall we? Ah, Theo.
Diana.
Got the pizza?
I did, yes.
Awesome. And we had a really good first week of turnouts.
Excellent. With the 5 new companies willing to help out the change, we're in good shape. So, shall we dive right in?
Yes. Okay, so there's one that can shoot lasers out of his eyes.
That's a seemingly normal sounding superpower.
I know. But for every one of him, there's like 12 others that are absolutely ridiculous. Like, okay, get this. One guy can turn invisible, but only when he's holding a rubber duck.
How does one even discover they have that power?
I thought the same thing. He said somebody helped him. I don't know. That one still is kind of impressive, though. Let's see. There's a Hannah somebody.
Somebody?
Oh, somebody is her last name. Hannah somebody can make plush octopuses rain around her.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let's see. I think there's an Ali Trevorrow. She can make chicken noodle soup out of deodorant. But only the gel stuff. The solid deodorant doesn't work. And the soup's actually really good.
Diana, why do you know that?
I had to try. I was curious.
Okay. Maybe we can place her in a restaurant. We just can't tell people. All right, let's slow it down. Let's go from the top. Let's start with the details on that laser guy.
Laser guy, Michael Michaels.
Michael Michaels.
Yes, hardworking. He's done a lot of labor, factory, freight kind of stuff. Hot-headed, a little cocky. And he made a comment about shooting his ex-girlfriend with lasers because he was mad at her. I think it was a joke, though.
Diana, if you're uncomfortable at any point, just let me know. You don't have to be alone with me.
I will. I'll be fine.
All right. I guess the people is just what we signed up for. Well, shall we?
Yes.
Hannah somebody.
Well, Michael, if you keep turning down jobs, you're going to be hurting for money after a while. Are you sure you don't want this opportunity?
No, I feel like those people are just gonna annoy me.
Well, with money coming in, any annoyance can be worth it.
Hey, Is that a jab?
What? No. No, I'm sorry. Things have just been piling up lately.
Piling up? Like bills? Do you need money?
No. Well, everybody needs money. No, it's not so much a financial issue. I have another avenue of income I could explore.
Then what is the issue?
It's an issue of conscience.
Conscience? You gonna rob a bank or something?
Who is it?
Where's Brock?
I'm sorry, who are you?
I know you helped him.
So I have a secret I haven't told many people.
Okay.
I'm also changed.
What? Really? Why haven't you told anybody?
I saw how the world reacted. Even though most powers weren't dangerous, I saw how my former coworkers resented the change. That's what drew me to join Theo and his organization.
What's your ability?
I can make straws appear out of thin air.
I mean,
I know, it's laughable.
well, why did you decide to tell me?
Well, I saw no purpose at manifesting straws at a whim's notice. Until I met and was more around you guys with powers, I really liked how you leaned into your abilities. I really admired that.
You admired us, huh?
It seemed like, I don't know, after a while, I started to accept my ability. Started to use it, and it actually became therapeutic. Sounds stupid.
No. Do you have like a drawer full of straws at home?
And it seemed like in no time, my ability blossomed into something I didn't understand at first.
I help a lot of people, but I intentionally don't ask their name.
You help his boss too?
I help a lot of people appreciate their gifts, and I can help you too, if you're changed.
What else can you do?
It really isn't ordinary obtuse ability. The first time one of my straws started glowing and hit one of the applicants searching for a position, I freaked out.
Was he hurt?
No, he was just dizzy and weak. I don't know what I'd do if somebody lost their life at my hand.
So everything was okay?
In a manner of speaking, they just didn't have their abilities anymore.
What?
Which, truthfully, if they don't want their ability, no big deal, right? But then there's some people who are so hot-headed that their power shouldn't be wasted on them. It should be given to somebody more level-headed.
I'm changed, except for I don't have my powers anymore.
What do you mean?
Look, I'm not here to confide in you. Just tell me where Brock
Hey,
is.
back off, bud.
All right.
It's been nice getting to know you, Michael, but you're definitely the type of change that people fear.
Thank you for saving me. Who are you?
I'm Batman.
Batman, huh? Give me 1 second.
All right. I'll find him on my own.
Are you okay? That is definitely not someone we want knowing where we live.
There's no way that Penelope referred him to me. He said he lost his powers. How is that even possible?
Well, he did seem a little off his rocker to me, babe.
Jerry.
I'm just saying.
Hello?
Hey, can you and Jerry come over tonight? I think we have an issue.
What is it?
I can't be sure, but I think Brock has lost his abilities.
Him too?
What do you mean, him too?
It's open.
Hi, guys. Hi.
Rex, this is my sister Leola and her husband Jerry. Guys, this is Rex, Brock's friend.
Hi.
We were just discussing the guy that evidently is looking for Brock.
Yeah, and he's looking hard too. He roughed up the hiring manager, the one that runs the job fairs for the Changed.
Really, like, beat him up? That's a shame.
Yeah, and nobody seems to know who he is.
I did suggest a name we could call him until we find out his real name. Emotep.
Lindsay, no one's gonna call him that.
Thaddeus, then.
Okay, this guy barged into our house, asked all kinds of questions. We don't know how he even found out about Leola.
And when he was over, he said that he lost his gift.
How? Don't know.
It sounds like this guy is pretty resourceful at finding people. And I reiterate that I think that we should call the police, get them involved.
I still prefer that we don't put him on the radar of the authorities.
I agree. I mean, I don't know what his gift was, but especially if he's without it, I don't think he's that dangerous.
I think that there's a hiring manager that would disagree with you on that.
Point taken. But what we really need to figure out is how he lost his gift and how Brock lost his too.
Wait, what? How do you know Brock lost his powers?
So that's why I called you all here. I have a theory. Now, when I'm around unchanged people, such as yourself, I can pick up on feelings about them if the emotion is strong enough. And if their emotions are equally as strong towards somebody else, like, for instance, in your situation, aggravation and concern, I can pick up on something about that other person as well. It's more scattered than I'd like it to be, but Leola's been helping me with it.
How does this equate to Brock losing his powers?
Well, if the people in my proximity are changed, myself included, I seem to only have a sort of insight into their abilities. I can't read their emotions. So every time we spoke today and you mentioned Brock, in your strong emotions towards your ordeal, I could sense that he was changed, but I can no longer sense his abilities.
If we couple that with how Thaddeus lost his gift, it is...
Thaddeus could have been spitting nonsense. I mean, you're putting your trust in the word of a man who did nothing but yell at you, right?
I don't think he's lying.
But can you know that?
I understand that you all know more about this than I do, okay? But I'm trying to piece things together. Why is this guy going after Brock?
That's the missing piece to the puzzle.
So let's go find this Thaddeus and make him tell us what we want to know.
I really adore how you guys are calling him Thaddeus now. Thank you.
Look, I met with the hiring manager when I was looking at getting a job. I think he's a pretty good guy.
I can second that.
Well, Kyle, do you want to go with us tomorrow and see if he has anything to say?
And if he decides not to tell you something that he shouldn't, what are you going to do then?
You're in a room full of changed people, man. We got ways.
No offense, but unless one of you guys can walk through walls or, hack a computer with your brain, your argument is flawed.
We still may have some quirks, but a lot of us have developed our gifts into some pretty impressive things.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh, you'll see it.
Definitely worth it.
Wow.
That episode was awesome.
That episode was awesome, someone just said.
I heard on the street that episode was awesome.
So, first things first, let's see. Someone said, CJ did a really good job. CJ is, so you're their favorite character. Aww. Yay, CJ. He's giving you a heart if you can't see it. So that episode was obviously the reveal, hence the name, context of who the villain actually was. And I want to, first off, let me say if you notice the takes with the scenes with Ken and Nancy. They were, they had a lot of lines to do because that was like one shot. We didn't cut, the walking shot, and then sitting at the chair and me going around their back. That was so. Kudos to them for having those lines. I did get a lot of bloopers though, but we pulled it together. And it became awesome. So I'm very thankful. So first up, let's have a Q&A with Ken Finn.
I have a question for you.
You have a question for me?
I have a question for you.
What is it? Oh.
Okay, so you can keep the mic. So
You can keep the mic.
am I remembering right? The goggles being in her purse was something we messed up.
I was actually going to ask you.
Okay.
Well, that
You
was
explain.
well.
I only
Okay,
hard
so
to remember it, so you explain it.
Ken, when I started, face the camera.
Which camera?
That one. When I decided to go wow. I can talk.
Wait.
I can talk.
You told me I wasn't allowed to look at the camera. You're the only person who can do that.
That's true.
That was a thing.
Nice. I break the fourth wall. But when I decided to write more episodes, Ken was a big part in helping me kind of form the story. Why are you making that face? You were.
I'm enjoying being able to look at the camera.
Oh, well, and so do you want to talk about how the goggles? Okay, so when we did the film festival version, the original plan was for Ken to be wearing the goggles because in the film fest, you have like a list of random objects that you can use. Goggles was one of them. And then I realized after we shot the scene, because we shot it like an hour before I had to go into work, and then so we couldn't reshoot it. So then we were like, oh, you aren't wearing the goggles. So then we kind of, okay, just put him in her purse. Maybe you'll take him out and then you put him on a shoot. So that was a little flub on our end. And then do you want to say how it became like part of the actual plot point to the series?
Sure. And then so we were coming up with an idea of how this could expand. And so we were just kind of like going. And it's like, okay, so what if, so it was like, okay, what if Nancy is the bad guy? And like, well, why? Why were you doing this? Well, maybe they were my goggles. Maybe the powers were and that's kind of how we were just, and then like, oh, okay, yeah, that will work. And then so it ended up working out for good. That it
worked out really well.
Everybody can see Nancy was bad. She is bad.
So yeah, someone asked how long do we have that twist planned? Pretty much like when we started writing it, really.
Episode 2, yeah.
Yeah. How hard was it to keep that secret from everybody?
Gosh, I wanted to tell people so bad. I was like, Nancy is the bad guy. I kept telling people, wait until you see episode 3. Just wait. Episode 3 will change everything. Just wait. Watch episode 3. So I was 3. Yeah, it was. I don't think I told anybody.
He told me.
But I did. I think I did talk you into letting Tyler see ahead of time. So that was my I got to have that happen. So then I could actually talk to somebody beforehand.
Wasn't enough? Didn't just talk to me?
No.
Right. But yeah, that was that was an exciting secret to keep. Because it was like between me, Ken, and Nancy, it was like, this is gonna be awesome when people know. So I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Well, Nancy.
Well,
Nancy
I'll
didn't
ask
know at
her.
First,
well,
right?
yeah, because we had asked her.
I don't.
We want to come. We cornered her in church.
Before episode 2.
Yeah, we were like, do you have any like issues with, like being the villain?
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I also before you leave, I went to Ken here. Other than going back and forth collaborating with the script, you also did the episode thumbnails editing. Well, want to talk about that? No.
I just made the thumbnails. Okay.
No, we won't talk about it. Thank you, Ken. We won't. All right, Nancy Klassen. Hi, Nancy.
Hey, what's up? Never saw it coming.
I knew it was coming the whole time.
So when Ken and I cornered you at church,
Yes.
and you agreed to return for the miniseries, and we asked you to, if you thought about being the villain. What did you think?
Absolutely. No one suspects innocent,
It's all
I don't know.
over
It
you.
just
You
Do I look bad? I don't think. I thought it was going to be fun. It reminded me of back in high school. Actually, my youth group, we took a trip down to Tijuana, Mexico, and did this missions trip and stuff. And then so one of the things that we did was do this skit, and I was the devil in that, and I was like, well, this will just, continue my acting career.
Spoiler alert.
So, spoiler alert, she's the devil. Was it hard for you to keep the secret that you were the villain? Because we, obviously, when you had scenes with CJ, in that. And I told you beforehand, okay, CJ does not know that you're the villain, but we had to throw in the part about her materializing the straw, which I don't know how many of you noticed that, but she had a straw. She didn't have a straw in one cut. Very next cut, she had it in her hand. So we need to do that, but then not make it blatantly obvious to CJ that that's what we were doing. So, was it fun keeping the secret?
It was fun. It'd be like CJ'd go into the restaurant and be like, okay, so when do I have the straw? And when do we do this? And when do we do that? Okay, it's going to be in the bottle. Okay, cool. Hey, CJ, what's up? Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun.
And let's see. Oh, here's a good one from the internet that someone asked, and they may or may not have asked it from inside this room. But was it ever awkward filming in a public space with random people around? Because you did that a lot.
Yeah, it's possibly awkward, especially like getting beat up by Ken, and people walking by. We're like, it's really okay. There's just couple of friends beating each other up. There's just, and then eating pizza in front. We're like, oh, we gotta steal that person's table over there because they got the best
Did we move
spot.
up
We
twice?
did move tables twice
Yeah.
at the pizza place, so that they were. Yeah, it was funny.
You have a question?
Did you cast the goth girl in the back?
No, I did not cast the goth girl in the back, but it was perfectly done. It was wonderful. All right. Thank you, Nancy.
How many people saw it coming?
Oh, yeah. How many people did see it coming? Not you, Ken. You don't count. Maybe knew. How did you know?
I did.
We wanted it.
No.
We wanted
It became a thing. She was
When?
sitting around trying to find it out.
You two and me were at church talking.
About her being the villain?
Yes.
I don't remember that. Do you?
We didn't even notice her.
Yeah.
in the back.
Well,
Yeah.
in any case, we have to move on. All right. So, thank you, Nancy.
His arm out right now.
Nancy Klassen. All right. Keep those questions coming. Coming up next, we have, we're going to do back-to-back videos. So we're going to do the first blooper reel, followed immediately by episode 4. So, roll it.
So we dive right in.
Yes. There's this first one. I lost my pen.
Hopefully I can hit it.
Apparently I can't hit a ball. That is definitely someone that we don't want to know.
And let's start off with some names, shall we?
I am Kyle.
Welcome, Kyle.
I like this one.
Nobody seems to know who he is.
I did come up with a name for him.
Just one.
Just one?
Thank you.
I'm here to help. So dorky.
I think
I remember us being raised together long ago.
We'd play out in the field together and braid each other's hair.
Diana, if you're uncomfortable, sorry.
Well, Michael, if you keep turning down jobs, you're gonna be hurting. Dang it. This is not gonna be good. Are you sure are you sure? Are you sure? Well, Michael, are you sure there aren't any, golly. Oh, CJ.
Nope, his name isn't
Oh,
CJ.
not CJ. I'm sorry, who are you?
No, it's
Yeah.
funny. I almost
Theo.
called you Nancy.
Action.
The microphone magneted to the car. It's pretty strong too. Yeah.
I'm still rolling. Yeah, we could.
Where to find him? No idea. Brief conversation. That's probably a brief conversation. Oh yeah, then you keep going. Gotcha. Tell me where the guy works.
Saw how my former coworkers resented the change. That's what you did. Yeah. All right, here we go again. He said his ex-girlfriend. He made a comment that his ex.
One hand turns into a bat. Wood bat. No. Oh.
It's already gone.
I want a name.
What? Your name is Michael. But what was
You
that?
listen now? I said I want a name.
What's wrong with Michael? No. I'm stuck.
Was he hurt?
No, he was just dizzy and weak, just not injured or dead.
Horrible. Yeah. Then what is the issue?
It's an issue of conscience.
Conscience. You rob a bank or something? Why? Why are you smiling? Keep walking, but you won't knock down our wall. Keep walking.
But she isn't gonna fall.
It's plain to see.
So
Your shorts are very small to think walking will be knocking down our wall.
The duck. Oh, I eat the duck.
I won't
Eat the soup. Oh, my bread. Just the duck.
The duck. The duck. Yeah, I love the duck.
Yeah, over-dramatize the hit. And go.
Oh, my leg!
That was too low.
That's my leg!
Way higher. I didn't see you see the ball.
What's your ability?
I can make straws appear out of thin air. I know, it's laughable.
I have a line there.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
And action.
Oh, shoot, hang on.
Oh. Rolling.
Oh, my arm!
Okay.
Thank you for saving me. Who are you?
Just someone who wanted to help.
Are you Batman? Who are you?
Just someone who wanted to help.
Thank you for saving me. Batman.
Well, can we just turn on one when we do that shot that aims at in that direction? Well,
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
well.
Watch out, watch out, watch out! Watch out, watch out, watch out!
Thank you for.
I like how none of us did anything.
I was going to try and dodge my foot over it. There was no way.
Thank you for absorbing the fall with your foot.
While I don't deny there are a lot of unchanged people who don't take kindly to the changed, don't be fooled. There are a lot of unchanged people who support us and aren't overrun with fear or hatred. In all actuality, I've found that the unchanged aren't always the ones you have to be cautious about. Just because someone is changed doesn't automatically make them a friend. It sounds like your power is manifesting in a greater way.
Kind of an odd way to manifest something greater, no?
Remember, don't question it, embrace it.
Right.
Oh, hi, people. Hello.
We don't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no interruption at all. He's always here. It's so good to... Kyle, you're the one with the rubber duck powers, right? Yes. How's your new job treating you?
Great.
Excellent. And who are you? Actually, you look familiar.
My name's Jerry. This is my wife, Leola.
Hi.
Leola, do you make ribbons?
Yes, how did you know?
This is not my week. Let's just say I had a visitor come by. He was trying to find you.
He found us. He came and visited us too.
Oh, he did find you?
Yeah.
And now we want to find him.
We're hoping that we could find an address or find out where he's working.
Or just a name.
Why would you want that?
I don't know if you know about this or not, but he lost his power, and we're trying to figure out how.
Oh, yeah, you don't need to find him for that. It was a girl named Diana. She took his powers.
Wait, Diana? The girl that works with you?
Worked? Yes, she did.
Wait, I didn't know she was changed.
Well, neither did I. I just thought she was a girl who was down on her luck in need of a job, willing to work her way up for a good cause. Little did I know she was a nutcase going around stealing people's powers and selling them.
So not only can she steal people's gifts, but she can transfer their powers to other people?
Sounds to me like we got ourselves a villain.
Welcome back to the land of the living. How do you feel?
Really good, actually.
Yeah.
How long was I out?
Just a few hours, actually. This is Lindsay. She healed you.
And I fixed your clothes. You had a hole in your shirt.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
So, what the heck is going on, dude?
Diana, a girl I work with. She can apparently take powers, and she took mine.
You've been working with the enemy?
Well, I didn't know she was the enemy. In fact, I saved her from being beat up and robbed a few months ago. And she did to me what she did to the guy I saved her from.
What's that guy's name?
Michael.
Michael? That's not as fun as Thaddeus.
Do you know where either of them are?
I only had that one run-in with Michael. And Diana, she's very guarded, even though I worked with her for months on the Change database.
Change database?
So we have been working on a
database of changed abilities that we know of. I never told her Layola's name, and I didn't want to because I felt like Layola likes to do things one-on-one, and I knew she wasn't interested in scaling what she did. About a month ago, I accidentally said Layola's name in conversation to Diana, and we found a guy who has the ability to read visited addresses from people's minds. Not long after we met him, Diana took his ability and immediately took mine. And she used his power on me for days, going back months in my mind. Then after that, David, a guy who works with us, beat me up and left me for dead.
Dang, dude.
So she was looking for Layola's address?
Yeah. Sorry I didn't tell you about any of this. I was trying to keep it a secret because Diana didn't want the change database to become public yet.
Honestly, I'm just glad you're okay.
Thanks to you. I mean, you called a change person to come heal me. I'm kind of surprised you didn't just call an ambulance.
Shut up. Yeah. Well, you know, I was at Penelope's and I saw some pretty cool things, all right? So, besides, there's probably a lot we need to get you caught up on. Actually, if you're up for it, we could take you over to Penelope's. I'm sure she'd be glad to know you're okay.
Sure. Although I feel like I should take a shower and clean up first.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Diana can take the powers, but she can't utilize them without a conduit. She has to transfer them into different pairs of goggles.
Hello?
Wait, no, that's funny. So does she have like just drawerfuls of goggles in her home?
Well, I wouldn't know. When I reported her to the authorities, the police searched the address on record, but they didn't find anything.
So wait a second. If somebody wears these goggles, then they would have whatever ability Michael had?
That would be my assumption.
Do you know what that ability was?
Ocular light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation.
Wait, he can shoot lasers out of his eyes?
Yeah.
That's very serious.
Okay, so if the address that you have is old, why don't we just go back to our original plan of finding Michael?
Listen, if y'all want to go searching for Michael on your own, you be my guest. The files are in the other room. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be about 5 minutes.
Hey, I remember you.
That was Lindsay. She said that Brock is back, but Diana stole his gift.
Oh, man.
And she also said that Diana is coming for me.
What? Why?
According to Brock, it's because of my gift. My ribbons have really been helping people improve their gifts.
So if she steals your ability, then she can make ribbons. Then she could steal people's powers when they were more fully developed.
Oh my word, I hope she doesn't find you guys.
Diana recently acquired a gift to read minds, but exclusively, it's only addresses that the people's mind who she's reading have been to.
Well, wait a minute. Couldn't that lead her back to our house?
That would take forever to sift through all those addresses that Brock has ever been to, right? Especially since, he was at your house months ago. She's just one lady. I mean, she couldn't cover that much ground on her own.
Maybe it's not just her. Lindsay said that Brock was beaten up pretty badly.
No, it could be just her. I mean, maybe she's butch.
She would not like to hear you say that.
Dude, do you know her?
Do I know my sister? Yeah, you could say that.
Your turn to have some fun.
I can't see. David! Don't shoot her. We need her.
Didn't mean to do that.
Wait, where'd the other guy go?
You're getting annoying. David. Alexander, let's go.
And that's how I learned that I could heal people.
Wow.
This ribbon just won't stay in.
I just got a call from Theo on Jerry's phone. They took Leola.
What? What do you mean? What happened?
They got attacked. Kyle is shot, Jerry's unconscious, and they have my sister. Do you know where they could have taken her?
No. Michael, I'm not your enemy.
Michael, you need to stop. Brock doesn't work for Diana.
He could have fooled me. She took my powers too, man. She played us both.
You still attacked me.
You punched a woman with a chain. I thought she was the one in trouble.
Well, you thought wrong.
Michael, we can really use your help. Diana kidnapped my sister, and we need to find her before she strips her of her powers.
Diana's becoming quite the foe.
We need somebody who can help us to find where Leola may be. And you seem to have quite the knack for finding people.
My intent was to follow this guy to her. Diana's become a little more sly over time. And her loyal followers have expanded.
Wait. What do you mean?
Diana has a group of people who trust her, changed and unchanged, even beyond this city. There are those who think that her ability to strip people's power are a blessing because they don't want their powers. And then the people who don't have powers can get powers from her by buying the goggles.
Goggles?
You really don't have any idea what she's up to, do you?
Can you explain it on the way?
That might be your favorite episode.
I have to see what the next.
You'll have to see with the other ones. All right, that was episode 4. Let's see. Someone asked, did I name him Michael Michaels because of the common comic book naming scheme of using the same first letter for both names? No. I just thought it would be a ridiculous name. No offense to anyone whose actual name might be Michael Michaels.
Wow. We're canceled now.
All right. Someone else asked, how did Lindsay figure out she could heal people with a deck of cards? That's the running joke. I never explain it. Speaking of Lindsay, great segue, we have the actress who plays Lindsay right here, Simone Gentry. Hi, Simone.
Hello. Oh, hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I have some questions for you.
Oh, yay.
Question that I'm sure everyone wants to know, because I don't think many people have the privilege of being able to do this. But how did it feel being able to hit Ken with a chair?
Oh, it was long awaited. I really took everything I had in me and just went for it. Funny, I accidentally hit him for real at one point. With the rake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Probably not for you, though. Someone had mentioned, a hot scene. I forgot who it was. Oh, Austin in the fight scene. So the fight scene, that last fight scene that we, between me and Ken. Tell us about the weather that afternoon.
Well, when I was asked to do this, I wasn't told I should wear shorts or a t-shirt. So I had jeans, a long sleeve shirt, long braids, which I was not allowed to take out for the entire show. Just so you know. It was 102 degrees probably.
So it was over 100.
Over 100. So we had ice water bottles, and we would go inside the air conditioning just to get a taste and then go back out into the heat. And I remember looking at myself and thinking, oh, I hope they can't see how drenched I am in sweat. But I mean, it was still a good time, and I got to hit Ken with a chair, so it was worth it.
Made it all worth it. Moving on. So funny. So that if you look at it, when Ken first comes and hits me, when he jumps on me and like hits me, I am already like drenched in sweat because we shot that part of the scene after like our actual fight. So yeah, we shot out of order, but you know it all worked. So, did you have a question for Simone? What's your question?
Where are the braids?
Where are the braids?
Where are the braids? Well, I had a particular braid style at first, and then I took it out, not realizing I needed to act again. So then I ran and rebraided it overnight. I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning rebraiding my hair for that.
The dedication.
Right? The dedication. I told you. These people, they're the best. Thank you, Simone.
You were rewarded with getting to hit me with a chair.
Yes. All right, next up we have John Michael Gentry. Hi, John Michael.
Hello, Sean.
How are you?
I'm well. I'm excited.
What is your character's name?
I am well.
I am Kyle.
So for those who are watching who don't know, John Michael and Simone are married. So what was it like acting with your wife?
Well, I love her, so it was pretty natural. You know, we had to flirt a little bit. Yeah.
Like you make up stuff for her all the time.
Absolutely, yeah. No,
Okay.
no, you know, you get to flirt with your wife, which you do that anyway, so it worked out. It was a lot of fun.
Good answer. Good answer. Did you enjoy having the power to turn invisible?
I did. I was really hoping I'd get some sort of cool power, and then when I got on set and you told me what it was, I was like, yes, I can turn invisible, and I get to hold a rubber duck, so it's just great.
Win-win. How does it feel, or what does it feel like being shot by lasers?
You know, it hurts, and it hurts more in the falling than the actual getting shot.
How many times did we have to do that?
Enough to, you know, leave bruises here and there. Which I got, it's weird, it hurt, but I got better at it, so towards the end, that last take was probably the best one.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I used, so cool. Anyone have a question for John Michael? Here? No, Jaylee? No.
I do, but it's
Wow.
spoilers, so
Oh, yeah.
It's about a later episode.
Yeah, probably the next episode. We don't do spoilers. Thank you, John Michael. Appreciate all your hard work. Luke Gentry. I think you have a fan club, just all in one person. He is the fan club. How you doing?
Good.
Everyone, this is John Michael's brother. We are a very family affair. If you are a person and you have a relative, chances are they were asked to be part of this. So, he wasn't in episode 4, but he was in episode 3. But who is your favorite character thus far?
Oh, he's got to think about it.
I have fingers pointing at themselves.
It's gotta be yourself.
It's his favorite.
Either CJ or Andrew's character.
Ooh, why?
It switches between who gets beat up the most.
Yes!
Nice, nice.
So really, I'm your favorite character because I'm the one beating him up.
So one thing, when Ken was up here, one thing that I don't think he mentioned is he helped me get people to be a part and act in this. Because didn't you get Luke and Angie? Didn't you talk to them about it? And yeah. Because I think, if I remember correctly, you wanted to be a villain.
Yes.
I wanted Simone to be bad.
But I vetoed that because
I wanted to beat up Ken. That's what I wanted to do.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. Well, what I was going to ask.
A different one later.
Did you enjoy playing Luke? And you can't really say much because spoilers. But did you have fun with? Well, people see what your power is. Did you enjoy that?
I did.
Nice. Did you have fun? No, I can't ask him a yes or no question. Jaylee, help me out here.
Do you hate your role?
Oh, that's a yes or no question too, but do you hate your role?
Yes, he does.
No.
Okay, here's one for you. Do you wish you had more lines? Oh.
Yes.
What was it like playing acting with your family?
The same as Christmas or Thanksgiving.
John Michael turns invisible on you at Christmas?
He does that. She beats up Ken.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
My hands
Somebody
on the
please
pillow.
call the cops.
Cool. Well, appreciate you being a part, Luke.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Angie Piotrowski. So you saw Angie in episode 4 make her debut in Changed.
She's famous.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. And I also think Ken, like I said, Ken, I think recruited you, and you weren't sure about being a villain. Is that correct?
I was very unsure about being a villain. That's not my strong suit.
And what do you think now that you've seen, yourself for this episode, and you've seen the 5th episode? But what do you think of your performance?
It wasn't too bad. I mean, I don't want to gloat on myself, but I mean, it's believable, I guess.
So I will say this. I was like, Angie, yes, you can be a villain. You'll do great. One thing, and I will say this publicly, I think you played it perfectly to the point that, because I wrote all this, I wrote the characters before they were cast. And so one thing I wish that I utilized your character more, because I thought you did such a good job playing the villain. So, yeah. Good job. But did you have fun with the change and being the villain? Did you just lean into it?
I did. I had a lot of fun. Ken makes it very enjoyable. I really enjoyed working with Nancy and Chad. It was my crew.
Who is your favorite character?
He's gonna say Luke. He says Carl.
I think Diana's my favorite. Diana, yeah.
Look at that. Diana's your favorite character, and why?
Because I'm secretly evil. No, I think I just love Nancy so much, so she played it very well.
Did you know Nancy before this? Heading back to the other question.
A little bit, yeah. I'd known her from past stuff, so.
Past projects, maybe.
When she was the devil.
when she was the devil, you know her from.
I've been following her for years. I've known the devil for a while.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Angie. Yay. All right, everyone. We are nearing the end. So what we're going to do next, we're going to do another back-to-back segment here, or back-to-back videos. We're going to go episode 5, leading straight into blooper reel number 2. So roll it.
The moment the first ability surfaced, there was a rift, a divide. No, a chasm that was present between the changed and the unchanged. Truth be told, I never thought there'd be dissension among the changed. At least, not the kind that would lead to us intentionally harming one another. But thinking about it, maybe that's exactly what the unchanged were worried about.
You're awake. I was beginning to wonder if you were worse off than your friend Kyle.
Oh.
He's touch and go, but your sister-in-law, she said that she's bringing in somebody to heal him.
What? Where's Loyola?
They took her. But it's all right. The others are coming, and then when they get here, we'll figure out a plan to save her.
All right, come on, guys. It's right here.
Lindsay, he's over here. What's he doing here?
It's okay. He's with us.
One of the assailants had these. They're yours. Diana's brother had yours.
Her brother? Yeah, the flashlight guy. Apparently it's her brother.
Which explains why he was always here, spying and seeing any new abilities that came through.
Okay, so then what are we going to do about getting my sister back?
Are you getting anything?
No.
Well, we need to assume that your sister's powers have already been taken, or will be soon.
Well, is there any way to get him back to her?
Not that I know of.
Okay, well, how about we focus right now on finding Leola? We can worry about her powers later.
Yeah, because we don't want Leola ending up in a ditch and left for dead like I was.
Well, if you want to focus on finding Diana's brother, perhaps he will lead us to her. I still have his address on file, assuming it's legitimate.
Okay, let's start there.
Goggles. I'm still very upset that you lost Brock's pair of goggles.
What exactly are you doing?
I have to cover his body in a full deck of playing cards in order to heal him.
How exactly did you discover this ability?
Okay, I think it's just right up ahead.
Yeah, maybe park right here and we'll sneak around back.
So, you know the slower we go gives Diana more time to make this guy a widower, right?
I don't think Diana will harm Leola.
Didn't you say that she left you for dead?
David threw me over the cliff.
David, who works for Diana. Say I own a train station, and I tie you to the tracks and leave you for dead. You don't hold me personally responsible when a train runs you over?
I just think that David stepped out on his own, did something that Diana didn't know about.
Some moral compass.
Moral compass? Don't talk to me about a moral compass, mister. I'm gonna beat up everyone in my path to get what I want.
This guy uses knives. Which is worse?
Hey, you threatened my wife in my house.
I didn't threaten anybody.
Well, then I didn't threaten you with daggers. Let's just get inside. You're not using that.
You're not gonna tell me what I can and cannot do. And I bet this guy gets his knives out and ready.
Hey, I wouldn't actually stab anybody.
Oh, that's the difference? That's the problem you have with me? That I'm using a chain as a weapon, and you, who have actual weapons, are only levitating them in a threatening manner?
My problem with you is your violent track record.
Violent track record? What about him? He throws an exploding ball at my back and hits me in the head with a bat.
I was stepping in to defend someone who I thought was being victimized.
I was being victimized. And everything is a result of something somebody else does.
Listen, guys, can we just all agree to go inside and get Alexander to tell us where my wife is?
By any means necessary.
It's not my lucky shirt. It's breathable, okay? That's important.
Alexander.
I didn't come back with David and Celeste because I needed some time off, okay? I
There
came
is
home,
no day off.
washed my shirt, got a haircut on the way. I did mention the part
Alexander.
where I got my head slammed against the table, right? You know, who makes the rules for this sort of thing, okay? Like, I still have a bump on my head, but I've turned back into a flashlight, back into a person like 3 times. Like, why can I only turn back into person with a bump in the head? Why can't I just turn back to any version
Alexander.
of myself? I mean, I changed my clothes, for goodness sake.
Okay, listen.
You know, it was fun to shoot lasers out of my eyes, though. I could get used to that.
Do not lose that pair of goggles. I have some interested buyers for them.
Looking right at them.
We need to go full steam ahead collecting powers.
Fine.
Get to the location.
Yeah.
I'll send Celeste there shortly.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
We need to talk.
You weren't
Remember me?
in my house.
You need to tell us where Diana has my wife.
No, I always talk too much, and then people learn things, and Diana gets mad at me. Nope,
Gotta go. Good to see you.
Flashlight speed. Are you kidding me?
You should really get therapy.
What the? What are they? Are they chasing a flashlight?
Leola's all tied up. Good. Gather the changed teenagers and let them know that we're going to start heightening their abilities as soon as we can. Don't forget the goggles you'll need, and make sure to tell the teenagers that if they don't wear what's required, we're not going to help them.
Oh, I knew he could turn into a flashlight, but I had no idea he was so spry.
All right, well, I think we know where she is, or at least a couple places that she might be.
How?
His phone's location history. Aside from his house, Theo's office, the gas station, a couple coffee shops, there were only a couple other places, and maybe she's at one of those.
One of the places is close to where Theo's office is, so I called Lindsay, and she and Kyle are on the way over there to check it out.
Look, a part of me still isn't at ease with all this vigilante stuff going on. I mean, Brock was left for dead. Kyle was shot with lasers. I mean, this is serious stuff.
Man, if you want to go home, I totally understand.
Dude, just be careful.
Do either Lindsay or Kyle have any sort of offensive power, or do we need to go back them up?
I called another friend to go over there and help them. We're going to the second location.
Oh, and here, I think these are yours.
I'm surprised you're giving these to me.
Well, I mean, it was your power, and she stole it, so guess it only seems right that you should have them back.
So then we'll drop Rex up at his house and we'll head in that direction.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah?
So, what happens if you lose one of the cards in your deck? Like, can you still heal?
No, it has to be a full deck of cards. It doesn't have to be the same deck, just a deck of cards.
So, could it be an Uno deck?
Can't say I've ever tried it.
I mean, I've got an Uno deck if you ever want to come by and, I don't know, try it out sometime.
Are you saying that you want to injure yourself and then have me come over and see if a Uno deck works?
I mean, if it doesn't work, you could always just kiss the injury.
That is nauseatingly adorable. So you're a rubber duck.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, I need to be holding it to turn invisible, and I need to continue holding it to stay invisible.
Can you go through walls?
No. Here. Here, take my hand.
I still feel your hand.
Yeah, I still have mass. I can still bump into things, and things can bump into me. It'd be cool if I could walk through walls, though.
Well, be thankful for what you can do. It's still pretty impressive.
Thanks.
What does it mean when your duck is glowing?
That's the second time that's happened in 2 days. Leola says my power is manifesting in a greater way. I think this is it.
Why would he choose this place?
Hey, guys.
Oh, hey! It's Gordon.
So what's this danger I'm supposed to protect you from?
Well, nothing yet.
Do you feel happier? Less clouded in the mind?
I do. It's weird. I just feel like things aren't as bad.
Intriguing. The test will be me doing it on a changed person. Alexander and Celeste are gathering the teenagers. We need to head that way. Reach out to our buyers and let them know that we'll have more powers by the end of the day.
What about Leola?
Double check her knots and her gag. Leave her here.
Hey guys, look, there's a bunch of people over there.
Wait, that's the chick that helped kidnap Leola.
Looks like it's running a daycare.
What do you think's going on?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look like they're in trouble.
You should go over there, see what they're saying.
I know you guys have been struggling to develop your powers, but as promised, today is the day that we help you. My friend Diana will be here shortly, and she's going to give you a ribbon. That ribbon is going to help you see things more clearly, and it is going to make it easier for your powers to develop. And you guys know Alexander.
Well?
It's promising to help develop their powers.
Really?
I mean, well, think about it. It would only make sense to steal their powers after they've been developed and are more prominent.
But why are they only teenagers?
And why are they all wearing the same color shirt?
I'm more concerned about the goggles that were hanging out of her pocket.
Hello?
Hey, we have Leola.
That's great.
The second location was Diana's house. Nobody was here with Leola, but we found a bunch of goggles labeled with abilities.
2 of our goons are here. We're keeping our distance, but they gathered a bunch of youth, and I think they're going to steal their powers. Kyle did some recon, and Diana is definitely on her way here.
Then we're on our way.
She's promising to help develop their powers.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot all the lines.
Action.
Hey, we have Leola. It's already gone.
2, David and Celeste are back with Leola. Once the powers are, dang it, what's the word?
It sounds like your power is manifesting in a greater way.
Night at the Roxbury.
What is love?
All right, take 3.
That was Lindsay. She said that Brock is back home, but Diana stole her gift.
What?
Her gift.
Wow.
Wait, he can shoot lasers out of his eyes? Yeah. Oh my word, that's serious.
I think I have a line here.
Somebody has a line. Well, if we want to focus on finding her brother, perhaps that will lead her. Nuggets.
Nugget.
Nope. Okay, let's all react at once. Oh, dear me. Okay. That was a little more intense than I wanted.
We need to talk.
Remember
me?
You're in my house. Tell us where Dad got.
Aw, that was good too. All right, do it again.
People get information and Diana gets really upset with me. No! Not! Move! Me!
Get the smile out of your eyes, Cassandra. Okay. Wait a minute, it's really serious before this. What's a serious thought? They have my sister. They have my sister. I do not have a smile in my eyes.
Cut.
I got you right. His eyes like peeling open.
Redo.
Like, where did it go?
A little more.
You just look like you're
Not,
restless.
not so much, yeah. More like
I'm trying to
like
slay.
tighten your body. Like,
Sucking the
like
power
I'm
out
trying
of
to
you.
fight it or something?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
She's sucking the power out of you. Make all your muscles contract and then.
That sounds painful.
Well, only for 4 Mississippi.
That's kind of the point.
Is that better?
Let's go for
Yeah.
a take.
Okay.
Never stop rolling.
Great.
And I was like kind of smiling, I think, after.
What were you? Oh, you
Like,
were
wow.
Let's do
I
that
mean, I
again.
kind of just kept the whole like.
She's like, stop it,
When
stop
you're
it,
done-
it tickles.
Bambi.
There's a Hannah somebody that can make plush octopuses rain around her.
Somebody?
Yeah. And then let's see, there was an.
Unless we do that.
Yep.
'Cause I don't think,
Yep,
you know,
yep,
you
yep.
said somebody, and then you didn't explain it that time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. What?
Yeah, that's what I said. Well, I mean, she still could have been alone. I mean, she might be Butch. She might be Butch.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Maybe she's Butch.
Nope, Bambi, you leaned the wrong way.
Do I know my sister? Yeah, you could say that.
Why did you come around and look at me?
Action. Oh, okay. Let's do that again. Like, oh, that's a fist. Oh.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Action.
Oh. Shouldn't I have a stunt double?
Nope.
We'll get Butch.
I gotcha.
Give me the
That would be.
Oh my gosh, she is real.
Sorry, this is really keeps my eyes where they're watering.
The camera?
The cameraman. Oh, I'm like.
I'm having the hardest time keeping my eyes open. Sorry, Chanel.
Oh.
My eyes were drifting just. You just start crying. It's over. What the heck is happening? It's shining in my eyes. That's drama.
Luke is crying.
That's drama. Let's just do it with Luke crying. How about when her and I are having an emotional conversation?
When you walk up,
When you walk up,
you have your head on her shoulder.
Well, when you find out.
So yes, you see, we have a lot of fun, a lot of mix-ups and mess-ups, but it's all good times. So we have a few questions in. Did anyone use a stunt double? No. Unfortunately. No. Where did I get the music from? Inaudio.org or .com, .org. I think .org. One of them. I have a subscription. That's why. Let's see. Whose green Power Ranger helmet was that? Would anyone like to? There it is. It's CJ Willis's. There you go. Which location was my favorite to shoot at? And which was any challenging? What was my favorite location to shoot at? I might say, might say down at the Branson Meadows. That was a nice location where Nancy and Ken did your scene. The most challenging was probably the Baggenstoss house. Yeah, because it was, yeah. I mean, it was, oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm still not happy with the color in that scene. But, you know, it is what it is. Remastered. All right, so last Q&A, I believe, unless we get really more questions at the last episode. But let's welcome Chad, everybody. Chad McCartney. How you doing, Chad?
I'm doing really good.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I guess so. As ready as I can be.
Excellent. All right, let's see. What was your favorite scene to film?
My favorite scene to film? That's
If
a
you
good
can
question.
Well, if you can talk about it without, episode 6 having aired.
When you shot Sean with my power.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. At the one scene where we were at the
I forget what it was called, but that office building, the
Mhm.
offices.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun where we did that fight scene, all the different interactions and jumping around. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
You just really like to punch Bambi? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that came together quite nicely. Fun fact, in episode 2, I'm no throwback, the night scene when, my character's pushed over the cliff, that was the first scene that we shot as, when it became a series. So Chad was part of that first scene there. And if you don't realize that was Chad in that scene, you haven't been listening. It was too dark.
Yeah.
That was the idea. You were supposed to think it was Ken. Yeah.
I was the mysterious figure.
Yep, and you did well.
Thank you.
Such a good job. So after you shot that first scene, because you didn't know the entire script, I didn't send the entire script to everyone at that point. I was very secretive. Where did you think the series was going?
Gosh, that's a good question. I really had no idea. I definitely, I certainly didn't see the, I'm trying to think of just inspirational things to say. I didn't see the plot twist coming with Nancy's character. I certainly didn't see that coming. I didn't fully realize that I was going to be a bad guy until I showed up and you were telling me that, oh yeah, and you dragged me out of the car and you pushed me over this cliff. But it was fun.
Did I leave that out?
Yeah, well, I hadn't seen any scripts or anything up until that very.
Actually, did I even send a script for that part? I think I may have just said you're going to push me over the cliff.
Yeah. You just asked me if I would be involved and when to show up, and that's what I did.
Why did you say yes with so little information?
You know what? That's a good question.
Don't say anybody paid you.
No, I wouldn't say that because that would be a lie.
That's right.
Last question. What was the biggest challenge? Did you have a biggest challenge working on this project? Was I very difficult?
Biggest challenge. It'll probably sound kind of dumb and boring, but just memorizing things.
So I have a question. If you can do it out of the crowd, if you can step aside. How many people did not like memorizing the lines that I gave them? Or did I give them too many lines? Joel, put your hand down. Yeah. I know you want to. I know you want to raise your hand. Yes, I've gotten some complaints about how I give people paragraphs to memorize. And thank you, Cassandra. For those who didn't hear, she said she thinks I did an excellent job. So thank you, Chad.
Thank you.
Next up. Okay. Oh. Woo. Thank you, guys. They had to go. Whole train.
There go the gingers.
And next up, we have Jonathan and Jaylee Jackson. So come on up. So they were only in the episode 5 for briefly, but they are still part of the show. So Jaylee, you've been watching the show, watching the series. What's your favorite scene?
Probably when my mom, who is it, Lydia?
FYI, these are the real-life children of Joshua and Bambi Jackson, so you know.
Not Leola, not Lydia. No, Simone Gentry's character. Lindsay, thank you. And she goes, Lindsay! So adorable.
Nice. Do you have a favorite scene?
Favorite scene? Probably the fight between Austin and Ken.
That was a good one. They did good. Do you have a favorite episode?
The one I'm in.
So episode 5, that's kind of vain.
Specifically because I was with my friends.
No. They did have a good time. Do you have a favorite episode?
Either episode 2 episode 4, episode 5, or maybe episode 6.
Maybe episode 6.
I wasn't a fan of 3 or 1.
Speaking of episode 6, are people ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you? Are you even excited? I mean, you've waited like 4 months for this, like, very moment. All right, so kick up your feet, relax. We have one final episode, the premiere. Make sure you stick around till all the credits have rolled. Some little extra things in there.
Do I ever get a name?
And no, you never get a name. Your characters are nameless. You're credited as youth.
Character has a last name. You can name this.
No, you'll name yourself. But anyway,
Michelson.
without further ado, here's episode 6.
The past couple of days have been a whirlwind, from disappearances and kidnappings to violent acts and close calls with death itself. All centered around our gifts. All initiated by those who sought after what wasn't theirs to have. It's a shame that one's abilities, one's powers, can no longer be something that one can develop without the idea that someone could take it away. But as long as there are those who choose to utilize their gifts to impair others, there should be no question that the rest of us should step in to hinder their efforts.
Guess what I can do? I can change my hair color.
Dude.
Just by taking it down.
No, that's useful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
I know.
Okay.
Watch this.
Whoa.
Cool, right?
This is my power. But might not be as useful, but I can turn these pennies, sit them down, into army men. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're definitely right. It's not as useful.
Yeah, so, ladies and gentlemen, my power is interesting, I think.
'Kay.
Pretty, yeah, something. I don't know how to explain it. So, just,
Okay. Clear throat.
Gotta get hydrated, you know.
okay. Gotta get the throat ready.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, music. Wow.
Yeah.
That's useful. You could be like a DJ or something.
Yeah, DJ. Well,
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can only do that song.
That one song?
So that one song.
Just one song. Okay.
If you trade parties and everything.
Should we do something?
I think the safest thing to do right now is wait. I mean, they're not in any trouble. If we try to do anything, she might try to pull a fast one.
She needs a name. I think we're Sally.
Why don't you just go up invisible and take the goggles?
I mean, if she was there alone, that'd be one thing, but I think any one of them, or Alexander, would question why there was a duck floating towards them so close.
Especially now that it glows.
It glows now?
Yeah, well, sometimes. We don't know why.
Gummy spider.
Whoa. Would it be cannibalism if I ate him?
Yeah, well, hold on.
I'm just asking.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you playing a game?
No. I'm listening. Don't.
Hello, everyone. This is Diana. She's Alexander's sister, and this is our colleague, David. Hi. I really appreciate you guys being so patient as we procured ways to develop your powers. Now, we can get started right away, or if you have any questions, just let me know. Yes. Will it hurt? Not at all. In fact, it's just me giving you a ribbon infused with some clarity, and then it's just a matter of time.
Perfect. Let's do it now.
All right.
I don't feel anything.
takes a little bit of time, not too long. The more focused you are, the easier it will be. Remember, the ribbon in and of itself doesn't give you the ability. It just clears away the doubt, just pulls back the curtain to help you see your potential and what you can do.
Okay, thanks.
Can I go next?
Absolutely.
So, I was thinking Uno deck. Take that. And put
Guys, the ribbons are being dispersed.
It's only a matter of time before their powers start developing stronger.
It may take longer than Diana wants to wait, though. I mean, it's not instantaneous.
Mine was only 5 minutes.
Mine was 4.
Overachievers.
Okay, but listen, we can't wait until she starts stealing powers. Even if some of them don't, some of them might develop their powers stronger before Penelope and the others get here. We have to do something.
Now, your heightened ability can manifest in a minute or two, could be an hour or two, but the potential is inside of you.
So what's next? We do yoga?
The goal is not to clear your mind, it's to focus it.
Whoa, he just turned into a box of gummy candy.
Very good.
It is awesome.
Check this out, guys.
Whoa.
Cool, right? Are you guys looking? Yeah. I know. Cool.
Look, they're getting their powers now.
I don't think she's going to make a move until all of them get their powers.
But what if they develop slower like yours?
Younger people pick things up quicker. I doubt it'll be as slow as Kyle's was.
Wait, wait a minute. Are you calling me old?
Just that you should have more confidence and act on things quicker.
You coming over for Uno later today?
Regardless, it's probably why she's targeting youth. Faster results.
This is going a lot quicker than I thought it would. Make sure you're ready.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! Bro, this is crazy awesome.
Can you tell it what to do?
Shoot! Yep, I can tell it what to do. It can shoot.
All right, that's good, I guess.
What if we cause a distraction? Keep that last sprung from focusing.
Do it.
What was that?
Keep an eye out. You may have to use your goggles.
Use my goggles?
The ones with the laser eyes?
Oh, those goggles. Yeah, that makes sense that you'd want me to use
What did you do?
goggles. Okay, so I might have left them at the house.
See, I'm not the only one that loses goggles around here.
Alexander!
Listen, okay, so I left in a bit of a hurry. Michael might have sort of found my house a little bit and then maybe a little bit shoved me against a wall. He's got a really threatening aura, that guy.
He found your house?
I said he might have found my house.
Did he?
Yes.
Did you lead him here?
No, I didn't lead him here. I told you I'm super fast and then flashlights. You can't follow that. You can't follow that. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. She's getting paranoid. Okay, what's the situation?
Well, Diana is giving these youth ribbons, and their powers are developing really quickly. I think once the last one gets their power, she's going to strike.
But she might go early. Sally, her henchwoman, has a pair of goggles, and she looks ready to do something.
Her name is Celeste.
That's actually really cute.
Well, we have goggles. Let's go save the kids and neutralize Diane and her team.
Now guys, I've been playing around with these goggles on the ride here, and our powers may not manifest the way we're used to them. We still access them the same way. They're gonna come naturally, but they may manifest a little bit differently, so remember that.
What about the last kid whose powers never developed?
We keep him subdued and take him with us.
Sis?
Are they wearing my goggles? That's our money. Take care of them.
All right, let's see if they'll attack some teenagers.
What is happening right now?
They're not controlling themselves.
Sally Celeste, the goggles.
She can control people?
If it's whose power I think it is, she can control only teenagers, and then only if they're wearing orange shirts.
That's ludicrously specific.
I'm going after Diana.
We're not shooting kids, right?
No.
I'll handle the kids.
That's annoying. Boys, I could use some assistance.
What the hell?
That's some ability.
What is that? Some kind of a extraterrestrial loogie?
Does anyone have any more pennies?
Get the goggles off her!
I got the goggles, but she'll still have her powers when she comes to.
I'll keep her at bay.
Let's go find Michael.
All right, I'll go with you.
Actually, I need to talk to you.
Okay.
Stop following me. That's impossible. I have the goggles.
Watch your hands.
I can laser them off.
Anger management, dude. Seriously, and how'd you get your powers back?
She zapped me.
But your powers were in the goggles, not her straw.
I was wearing the goggles when she did it.
Huh. Well, then you're gonna give back all the powers you stole.
I think not.
Diana, just give everybody back the powers.
Get up. Let's take her back to the rest of the group.
Get over here. Come on.
There you guys are. Has she said anything about being able to return powers?
Inadvertently. She shot Michael while he had his goggles on, and now he has his power back.
Really?
Yeah.
And she's refusing to cooperate.
There's a way we could make her give powers back.
If you're referring to the goggles that Celeste used on the teenagers, they only work on the teenagers.
I wasn't talking about using goggles.
What were you talking about then?
Kyle. His power has developed. When he's invisible and his duck glows, he can control people.
You mean like make them do what he wants?
Yes. After you guys left, Alexander came to, turned into a flashlight, and started attacking us, but Kyle was able to make him stop. He's back there keeping him immobile until the police come.
That sounds promising.
If all we need to do is have them shot again while they're wearing their goggles, then Loyola, Brock, and all of the other youth can get their powers back.
Look at that, Diana. You're gonna give everybody's power back after all.
The recent reports that have been running rampant regarding the theft of abilities has come to a climax. Diana Devon, along with her accomplices Celeste Magnus, her brother Alexander, and one David Armen, the latter still uncaptured, have been stealing abilities from the Changed and selling them to make a salary. Many questions have arisen. How do they have the ability to steal someone's power? what type of people would want to purchase these stolen powers? And the major question, if stripping a changed person of their ability is possible, is it something that should be done to everyone? I say that is a slippery slope to slide down. While the origin of these changed abilities is still a mystery, the fact of the matter is that we can't let these dastardly deeds of Diana and her crew shape our mindset and cause dissension. Perhaps in time, all of these questions will be answered. But until then, I'm Hannah Somebody, one of the changed, signing off.
Excuse me, sir. Okay, now you made a
It's been 28 days. No food, no water.
Zombie rock walk.
As she eats a snack. Okay.
Do you see what I have to put up with?
I have power packs.
John Michael, show me your power pack.
Thanks. What?
Oh, people are just posting memes on how they can develop their abilities.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking of, your ability hasn't developed any since I've known you, has it?
No. But I'm okay with that.
It's pretty sweet. Being able to communicate with people on the other side. Actually, do they communicate? Or do they just give you a tennis ball whenever you want?
Just a ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you tried communicating with them?
Like talking to them?
Yeah.
Not really.
You should try it.
Like now?
Yeah. Why not?
So, I don't know who's on the other side of this fourth wall that I'm breaking, but can you guys communicate with me?
We had, wow, that was really.
What do we have?
I'm so sorry. Do you want me to just continue?
They can start over. You want to sit back down again?
It's like, wham!
Hello? No, I left town. I'm long gone. Yes, I still have them. Why? Well, the last time you wanted me to use the goggles for your benefit, I botched it and didn't actually kill the guy. Why are you interested in that? Well, the majority of Diana's customer base has never been local. Over 90% of the goggles we sold were shipped out of state. Of that 90%, we sold a lot to Florida, mainly Sarasota.
Come in.
Hey, brother.
News?
Yes, we got the news.
And?
It's not good. Guilty. On all counts.
I mean, she tries to act tough, but I don't see how she's gonna last in prison.
You're telling me, man. She's not cut out for that. Prison is a different animal.
What do you think we should do?
We do have the arsenal of goggles.
Now, I did not buy those goggles to get involved like that.
I know.
We do not need to go down the same road Celeste did.
Hear me
That's
out.
not a road we need to go
Hear me
down.
out. We need to consider all of our options.
Versus going back to step forward.
So what'd you guys think?
Nice. Yeah, that was fun size.
Yeah. So I did hear you had mentioned kind of like how, first off, Tyler, Punzo, and Ethan Berry, thank you for agreeing and taking time out of your schedule to be a part, and thank you to Kelsey and Vincent Punzo for running the cameras.
Yes.
Much appreciated. That was also a very, 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 very private secret that needed to be maintained. I'm like, no one can know. But I think it came. Yes, I told Bam because JJ did the audio editing. I said she cannot be in there while the credits are rolling. Like if she's in there while you're editing the episode, okay, just not at all anything past those credits. So yeah, but it came together quite well. I do have. You had mentioned when Cassandra's character, Penelope, was talking about Kyle. About his power, how he can control people. And I said it was foreshadowed. If you notice, if you go back in episode 5, John Michael's standing with Simone, his duck is glowing, he's reaching up, he grabs his head, scratches his head, she scratches her head as well. He was unknowingly controlling her. Anyway. So there was foreshadowing. Oh, what? Never mind. I heard something. I don't know if I want to know. But anyway, someone asked, is there another series in the future? Yes. There's more projects in the future. Whether it'll be a series, who knows? This, the Sarasota edition. Yeah, I thought that was a good way to send off the series. a good final. Do you have a question?
What were the alternate?
Yes.
So, well, the alternate. Okay, so I'm not even. I don't even think he's talking about that. He's talking about the actual. So I think someone was up here earlier and mentioned about how trying to get things done before the sun went down. I had an alternate ending that showed everyone else was there, like Simone, John Michael, Luke, Bambi. They were all in that scene, but things. Nancy. You were in that scene too, but. The sun was going down. It was a full day. I think me and John Michael and Simone got there like 12:30 in the afternoon because they had more scenes to do before everyone else got there, like 4 or whatever. So we were recording. Sun's going down. We do all the shooting, but then I go back and look at the footage, and it's just way too dark, and it's completely unusable. And that was like the final scene. How people were gonna get their powers back. It was gonna show them get their powers back. But then it was like unusable. So.
I was actually talking about what he was thinking, though.
Oh, well, we don't need to talk about that. But what was? Oh, never mind. So yeah, I had to do a quick rewrite and wrap it up in an alternate way with the people who was available for that Saturday. But yeah, it all worked out well. Still wrapped up well. I don't know. So, do you guys have any questions?
How many hours did you put into this project?
How many hours did I put into this project? A lot.
How much did it cost?
How much did it cost? Well, between props and $28. Did someone say $28? More than that. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Do you see the food that you're eating? That was like hundreds of dollars.
Would you do a season 2 if it was crowdsourced and funded?
If it was crowdsourced and funded, maybe.
We consider it.
It would be considered.
You need to make a season 2.
But yeah, at this point, there is no season 2. That is the series finale. So, but I will have more projects in the future, and who knows, some of you may be a part if you are willing to work with me again.
I'm not.
You're not? Well, that's on camera. I think that's all that I have. It's always weird to end these things. Does anyone else have a question?
Get out. Me?
Get out? Wow, that's not a question. Yes, Joseph.
Would you make a season 2 if there was funding and supporting?
He just said that.
And support.
He wanted to double check.
He wanted to double check.
Were there any clothing malfunctions that happened, like things that were forgotten from one place to the other?
There was. I don't know if I want to call my boy out like that, though. If you didn't hear, she was asking if there was a wardrobe or clothing malfunction where somebody was wearing one thing in one scene and not wearing it in another scene. And there was, but I won't say names. So if you find it, you find it.
Easter egg,
Easter eggs. Yeah. Anyone else? Nathan.
As the director, if you could go back to any of the parts that you thought were weaker than the others, what would you have gone back and redone to make the product as a whole stronger? What would you have gone back to change to make the end product stronger?
I say my least favorite scene that could have been more shown than told was the scene with me. Oh, and for those who didn't hear, his question was, is there anything as a director that if I would go back that would make the show as a whole stronger? The scene with me, you, and Simone, I did not like that at all, really. It was just a lot of exposition, a lot of just me sitting there telling you everything. And it wasn't even exciting. I'm watching and I'm editing, I'm like, but I need it in here. So, but yeah, I would have definitely revamped that, maybe like a flashback or something, but show that. But yeah, that's that scene for sure. Oh, you have a question? Yes.
Yeah. Do you prefer the acting side or the directing, more production side?
I prefer the productions. Like, acting is fun, and I enjoy it, but I don't think I'm nearly the best at it. I'm not even very happy with some of my performances. And look at this. I'm just spilling all my laundry out there. You all feel the same way about me. Nice. Nice. You're right. Stay behind the computer, Sean. Joseph.
Okay.
You have a question, Nancy? You forgot it.
Hang on. Why did Ken Finn make the weird noise in the first episode?
Why did Ken Finn make the weird noise in the episode when you shot? Well, he was screaming. He was passionate.
It was supposed to be edited.
It was a choice.
It was edited in. It stayed in there.
Supposed to be changed in post.
I don't think so. All right. One Nancy, yes.
Going into it were your expectations succeeded, or did you know going into it what it would all entail?
I knew that it was. I knew that it would take time. I knew that it would. It was more work than I realized it was going to take, especially because I wanted to tell a good story. I wanted to tell a fun story. And, with that, you also have to have, the people to do it. And then the more people, the more schedules you have to work around and work with. So, yeah, and, we all have lives. We all have actual jobs. Well, except the youth. They don't. Austin!
My question is that I have two questions.
Two questions.
Number one, if you could have any of the superpowers you created,
Ooh.
which one would you have?
That's a good question.
And secondly, what are the origins of the change? Why did the change happen? Was there some kind of nuclear event that...
I don't know that second question. Why did it...
Think about going down that path.
I have thought about it, about showing the origin of change, why they were changed. I have thought about it, yes. Why, I don't know at this point. But in terms of if I have a superpower that I've created, what would it be? I would probably do the teleportation, actually, that Angie utilized. So, but so we are at 2 hours and 46 minutes. So I think we'll wrap this up. And you had I didn't see his hand up.
Well, you just asked.
Oh.
Teleporting.
Mhm.
All the other ones have a weird caveat to it. Like he can turn invisible if he has a duck.
Well, you can shoot lasers out of your eyes.
That's true. But is there a caveat for the teleportation?
No caveat for the teleportation. Nope. Yeah, just like you have cool lasers shooting out of your eyes.
People pick their powers or were they appointed?
Nope, they don't pick them. But all right, with that, everyone, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for acting and being a part of this. Thank you for watching and sticking with us. And with that, goodbye.
Keep waving. Keep waving. Just keep going.
All right.